Tomorrow I'll say we can still be friends, but I'm never coming back here again. I was caught for 3 long years, lost in the thoughts of a young man's fears. I cannot swim in a sea of tears. I found you out and then I disappeared. Now I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. I'm never coming back here again. And so it comes down to this. One sad parting farewell kiss. Goodbyes in this morning's mist. What's mine is yours, but what's yours is his. So I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. I'm never coming back here again. Oh, oh, oh. Never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. Tomorrow I'll say we can still be friends, but I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again.
Okay, hey, Boozhoo, and welcome back to the show. Huh, honey? Yeah, welcome back to the show, everybody. Welcome back, Kakina. That's right. Let's see. Welcome to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo, the 8 o'clock. We started on time today. Live stream podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Nanaboozhoo. Over here, the lovely and talented Natasha Boozhoo. Wait, I already said that. Well, say hello again. Say hello, everybody. And my name's Nanaboozhoo, and over here is Michael Lyons. Hello. And yeah, we're so happy to be here today. Today on this glorious Saturday morning. Oh, it is the glorious floor washing day. You guys. Gazibigi sagana gay guja good. It is floor washing day. Sweetie, should we wash the floors? Well, we could vacuum. All right. How about I'll do the vacuuming if you want to do the dishes. Okay. Yep. It's a pretty exciting place where we live. Saturdays, I mean, it's non-stop party. You know, what with the vacuuming and and the housework. But yeah, that's what we call Saturday, floor washing day. Gazibigi, saganage, good. But not to be Confused. That's not our Ojibwe phrase of the day. I've done that one many times, huh, sweetie? Yeah, we got a couple of videos out there where I talk about the days of the week and whatnot. Yeah. So how you doing this morning? Oh, I'm doing great. It's a beautiful morning. The sun's coming up. We got a fire. Yeah, huh? And just counting my blessings. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what the talk was about yesterday. Having miigwetchiwendam, being grateful. But today we're going to talk about something else. But let me say hello to the Boozhoo crew. The Boozhoo crew. Boozhoo crew is to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo what the Kiss Army was to Kiss. You think so? Yeah. When Kiss was first coming out, the radio stations would never play their music. Kiss had their own management. They didn't, they weren't plugged in with the payola and the big record companies when they first started. And when they came to Detroit, Michigan, there was a group of kids who called the radio station and they were like, "Hey, you guys, if you don't play some Kiss music, we're gonna come and we're gonna surround your radio station, and you're gonna be sorry." And so they started playing Kiss music because of these terrorists, really, and they started calling themselves the Kiss Army. And then that became the name of the fan club. And these guys aren't a fan club, but the Boozhoo crew are the regular Kiss Army. So Papa Wagosh is here, Boozhoo Niji, and Sheila Eddie Boozhoo, my girl. So nice to see you. Wisani, Mino Gigajeb, and Jim Dunn, Boozhoo Niji. And Jessica Gonzalez, Boozhoo. Oh, they're just filing in. Doesn't anybody sleep in on Saturdays anymore? I guess we're lucky they canceled Land of the Lost. What do you mean? Well, like if Land of the Lost was still on Saturday mornings, not only would the Boozhoo crew be watching that instead, I'd be watching that instead. Yeah, we wouldn't even do a Saturday morning show. We'd just watch Land of the Lost. Yeah, Land of the Lost. On a grand expedition to the land of the lost. Saturday mornings used to be a really fun time for TV. Get to watch your favorite shows of the week. And it was also the one time when the kids had domain over what was on TV. When you're a kid, you just got to watch whatever your parents are watching. Like, oh, hey, can we, what are you watching, Dad? Oh, it's golf. Oh. Well, I'm 6 and I've got a great imagination. And this is putting me into a coma. I'm going to go outside and play. But then on Saturday mornings, your parents would sleep in. Back in the days of the grandfathers, the early risers would get up and go do something. Your grandparents would be gone by 8 o'clock in the morning. They'd be out fishing or, running to town at the cafe or whatever. And your parents would still be asleep. So you could be in front of that TV all by yourself and watch the best shows made just for you. Bugs Bunny, Land of the Lost, the Roadrunner, those Yogi Bear, the Kids from Caper, just quality drama. But no, it's not so special. You could probably watch those shows on YouTube, but who's going to do that? Nobody. Not me. I got more important things to do, honey. No, you don't. No, I do. I got to read great novels. You're going to read some novels? Yep. I'm going to finally read, what's that big gray book? Jane Eyre? I don't know. No, I don't think I'll ever read another book. I'm too lazy. And if I haven't made time, except for when, I read, I feel the urge to go read, but that's the only time I read. So I don't see myself tackling the great works of literature ever again. Weesanie says, bathroom breaks during commercials. Yeah. That's the only time you would read, during the bathroom breaks between the commercials. War and Peace. Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to Audible. Hey, Weesanie, are you saying the sound isn't good? Or maybe just listen to books? How's the sound, you guys? Can you hear me all right? If it's not, let me know. I've been clowning around with this thing, trying to, make it better. But, let me know if you can't hear me or whatever. So, today's Ojibwe word of the day is the first lines on the sacred drunk's prayer. And it's called, that's not called the drunk's prayer. What's that called, sweetie, when you go to AA and they have you do that prayer? I think it's called the Serenity Prayer. Yeah, the Serenity Prayer. Only in Ojibwe we don't say, grant me the serenity. We say, Great Spirit, please help me. Help me to quit drinking. I gotta put the bottle down once and for all. How many times am I gonna swear this thing off? How many times do I wake up in the middle of the night wishing I had never had the first drink so I wouldn't have to quit? How many times am I gonna say, this time is the last time. I'm done with it. like that scene in Smoke Signals, where the old mom wakes up and she sees the little Victor throwing the empty beer bottles against the pickup. He's just mad, just hating on his elders. Like, oh, he's a bunch of drunks. So he's whipping bottles just to be destructive. And she goes, we're done with it. You hear me? We're done with it. And she just starts kicking old, what's his name? Joseph, Victor Joseph or whatever. And he gets up all angry, and that's why he leaves. When she quits drinking, they have a big fight. But, I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. We were talking about quitting drinking. I was like, oh yeah, it wasn't that hard, really. Once you decide, just quit. I always thought I was an alcoholic until I quit. And I went, oh yeah. And, you get sick of those hangovers enough and sick of having so many problems in your life. You'll do it. But then at the same time, I was like, oh yeah, that's really easy for me to say. Because, I did 10 years of quitting. Like, what was that? I think it was Mark Twain. He goes, quitting smoking is easy. I've done it hundreds of times. So anyway, get your mana do. Daga we duka wishin. Great Spirit, please help me. Get your mana do. It's Great Spirit. Daga, please. We duka wishin. Help me. So let me start the show today with the Serenity Prayer. Grab a little tobacco, a little osema. I'll hold it here by my heart. Get your mana do. Yeah, what you want? No, I'm saying a prayer. Get your manado. All right, right. All right, go ahead then, my son. Yeah, you mind? Ladies and gentlemen, get your manado. You know. Okay, now I'm out of the flow. No, just start over. You can do it, my son. I want to hear you say it in OJIBWE Moan. Okay. Get your manado. Daga we duka wishin. We ni ji nana good a wendaman. Geo dapanaman anu gagashki kadosiwan. Ji anji sa doyan. Ji apichit de ayan. Ji anji sa doyan. Gagashki kadoyan. Ji de apichit nibwakayan. Ji gaindaman oh no. Obey and gay. And get your manado. I don't have a pipe here. I don't have any place to. I'm just going to set it here for now. And I'll put it outside later. Yeah, that's okay. Just put it in that napkin. All right. And that's the Serenity Prayer. You know, Great Spirit, please help me to accept the things I cannot change. Give me the strength or the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I just say amen. How's that? Oh, that's lovely, my son. You know, you really have a nice accent when you speak the language. OJIBWE Moan. Oh, do I really? Oh yeah, it's lovely. Well, thank you, my Father who art in heaven. Nusana wakwing abiyan. All right, then. Carry on. All right, thanks. All right, so there you go. Get your manado. Daga we duka wishin. Great Spirit, please help me. And then, the second part of the day, or the word of the day. I've been doing 2 a day for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. They seem to go together sometimes. Yeah. Because then maybe it'll help kind of make me think of something to talk about. You know. Maybe it'll spawn some humorous stories or something. Chikendaman debwewen, to know the truth. You know, sometimes if you have the courage to know the truth, you know, I think a lot of like the so-called awakening, the spiritual awakening, enlightenment, if you're a Buddhist, is that you start to realize, oh wow, there's a lot of lying going on. We're not just dumb. There's a lot of sneaky, tricky people or something. Who knows is doing it, but you might be believing a lie. And some of those lies are very comforting. You know, like if you go to college, you'll get a good job, and if you just do what you're told and work hard, you'll make enough money to buy a nice car and a house and get a nice wife and raise your children. And if you stick to your guns and do what you're told and try your hardest and don't break any laws, you can retire and you'll have plenty of money to go fishing and play with your grandchildren. You know, that might be true, might be a lie. You know, what is the truth of the matter? Chikendaman debwewen, to know the truth. Chikendaman, oh no, is to know the difference. Chikendaman debwewen is to know the truth. Can you handle it? You can't handle the truth. That's what what's his name? Oh yeah, from that movie with Tom Cruise. Yeah, and Jack Nicholson, whatever his name is. You can't handle the truth. You need me. I am the wolf. Or whatever. I don't know, man. Weesony says, hey, Victor, sorry about your dad. Hey, Victor, why did your dad leave? Does he hate you? You know what a lot of people kind of don't notice about Thomas? Because Thomas is so lovable in smoke signals, and he's such a traditional dude, and he's just quirky, and Victor kind of bullies him. But at the same time, Thomas says some really mean things. He kind of, like when they were little and Victor beats him up. I mean, it's really, it's really violent, I mean, he overreacted, I guess, but Thomas kind of had it coming, because Thomas was like, how come your dad left? Does he hate you? There's some dark moments in there too, where like Thomas would be talking about the different colors that carbon makes when it burns, and Victor would be like, what color do you think it was when your parents burned to death? It's like, geez, boys can be harsh. Grieving Turtle says, I actually uttered miigwech when I was bowling the other day. I surprised myself when that word came out. Yeah, you just thanked Gitche Manadu. Oh, miigwech. Yeah, that was your Anishinaabe Manadu, or Jibe. That was your Indian spirit speaking. Oh, miigwech. Because right before that, you were praying. You didn't even notice, but you were like, oh, please, let me get a strike. Can you imagine being a creator and how many stupid prayers you got to filter through? Lord, let me bowl a strike tonight. It's like, okay, hold on. I'm trying to put out a forest fire over here. There's a lot of prayers coming in. And then you just got to listen to all the football players thank him. Oh, I'd like to thank the Lord for our win today. And he's like, yeah, okay. They never blame God when they lose. It's like, what happened out there? You guys got creamed. It's like, well, the Lord was against us. The Lord forsaken us. I prayed this morning that we would win. But I guess, I don't know. I guess God hates the Packers, or whatever. Do you think the creator gets involved in football? Yeah, I do. Really? I think he does. I think sometimes if the guy has more faith and he really prays, then sure, why not? God will make a team win. Yeah, why not? I came into this thinking that you would say, no, of course not. It's too petty. But now, when you put it that way, why not? I think he's involved in our show, so I don't think there's anything too little for God. I've heard it said before that people don't find God because they can't see God because they're not looking low enough. And I think sometimes it's lowly, just in dumb stuff like a puppet show. It's not all going to be rainbows and northern lights. I don't think. Jessica says, well, what is the Lord supposed to do when the other team prays for help too? First come, first served. Yeah, I think that's true. I think he's like, sorry, I always, that's why the law of attraction is so silly. Because, you might be trying to attract that girl into your life, and she might be doing everything to attract somebody else into her life. We can do something against her will. It's like, how can God answer your prayer if it totally contradicts somebody else's prayer? Lord, please keep that guy away from me. He's a real creeper. I don't feel safe. And he's praying, Lord, please let me get her. I want her to be my girlfriend. And he's like, I told you before, I'm not a genie. Don't just make wishes in your prayers. Don't you guys? Doesn't anybody know what prayer is? And I realized, it's like, yeah, that's, I don't really understand prayer. I was praying the other day, and I realized the more into prayer I get, the more I believe that I'm talking to the Creator, the more that I believe it affects reality or whatever. I don't know why I want to try to re-qualify it. But the more I see and the more I understand and the closer to God I am, I then realize how little I actually understand even the fundamentals. It's like, okay, wait, what is prayer now? Can you read my thoughts? Or am I supposed to do this out loud? I guess I assume he can read my thoughts, but I'm watching that Chosen and Jesus is always praying out loud. And then I realized nobody ever explained to me, where did I get that you can just, I guess because you go to church and there's like bow your heads and the pastor, I don't know. So started praying out loud. But, GOFUNDME, know the truth. And so you can pray for like wisdom, but what does that mean? That means open my eyes, show me where I'm believing something stupid. It's like, nope, that's not true. You don't even want that. Like, oh, I'll be happy if I just get a new car. It's like, that's not the truth. That's a fantasy, or you've been brainwashed. It's like choosy mothers choose Jif. You know how many mothers feel guilty when they buy Skippy? Like, oh, my kid's going to think I didn't even care enough to choose right. Because it's Skippy. It's like, hey, should I put some consideration into what my child would like? Nah, skip it. You're just Skippy. Go skippity. Go on with your day. Who cares? It's just peanut butter, right? Yeah, well, it's not just peanut butter to your children. It's the meal they have when they're watching Land of the Lost. When they're sitting on the edge of their seat there, going, oh, wow. They're not even sitting on a seat. They're sitting on the floor on a Shinabe style. They're back in the traditional way. About maybe 10 inches from the screen. And if they're not eating, you know what they probably are? I would eat like cold cereal and, peanut butter toast. And you kind of hope maybe it'll be Jif, because choosy mothers choose Jif. Hey, here's another one. You guys know that Jiffy never existed? It's always been just Jif. That's a Mandela effect. Some people go, no, when I was a kid, they called it Jiffy peanut butter. It's like, no, they didn't. There was Jiffy Pop popcorn. Maybe you're thinking of that. Or maybe the world ended in 2012 and we're living in some weird, glitched out simulation of our world that accidentally changed Jiffy peanut butter to Jif. And changed it all the way back to the beginning. And you're remembering the other dimension. I think that's what nobody wants to say out loud with the Mandela effect. Okay, so let's say you're not misremembering. Let's say it was Berenstain Bears, whatever. What are you saying? All right, well, this is what happened, man. The Mayan calendar was right. And the CERN, whatever that thing is they've been doing that nobody knows, they created a black hole and in an instant blew up the world. Whatever. The flat plane. The realm. Whatever you want to call it. And everything instantly got reset somehow. Some advanced, maybe God, maybe something between us and God, an advanced civilization, just clicked the reset button on the video game This is the only way we could possibly even start to understand. And, but we're still here. And we go, what? Wait. Yeah, it seems the same. And yet, sometimes you look around and you go, did the world change? Are we in a matrix? It's a dream. Because in the world where I come from, there's really great music every year. There was new music that was all really pretty good. And the years would go by, and people would say, well, yeah, but you know, the music from 20 years ago was probably better. But it was still good music today. And, you know, in the world I come from, there were boys and girls, men and women. And everybody wanted to get together and hook up. And they wanted to listen to good music and fall in love. And they, you know, some people paid attention to the news and they would say, yeah, there's wars and stuff going on in other countries and poverty and something. But you didn't really know about that. You didn't, you know, that was about half an hour of your day where you weren't in your own life. Yeah. And, I don't know. You would have to either tie a bandana around your ankle, or you could pin it up, or you could just fold it and then roll it. But you didn't want your big old flare legs. In the world where I'm from, nah. But I don't know, sometimes it seems like, wow, everything got so weird, got so intense. You know, when did it start? Was it Donald Trump, or was it back in 2012 or 11? You know, did something happen? Let's see what the Boozhoo crew thinks, huh? Yeah, why don't you check in with the Boozhoo crew? Water remains memory, too. That's wild. Water retains memory. I remember hearing about that when I went to one of those I forget what it's called. It looks like the machine that the Scientologists, like hydrotherapy or something like that. And they were talking about, yeah, water retains memory. And I never really understood what she was talking about. But water retains Jiffy Pop. Yeah, Jiffy Pop. In it. I'll be back in a jiffy, boy, said the muffin mix man. Jiffy boy. Yeah, Jiffy used to be a thing they would say. You know, I kind of remember Jiffy, like the logo looks just like I barely remember at some point going, oh, did they change Jiffy to Jif? Who cares? I'm not going to think another second about this. You know, that's the weird thing about the Mandela effect too. All the things are like, I barely remember it differently. But yeah, it seems like I went through the Mandela effect a long time ago, though. Like, I remember thinking, didn't Captain Kangaroo die when I was in high school? Didn't I have a conversation once where I said, hey, yeah, didn't you hear Captain Kangaroo died? Yep. But I didn't care about Captain Kangaroo. Boy, now that I've been revisiting those children's shows, because, you know, at some point I'm going to make a children's show. This feels like it could really be a funny children's show, but I don't know what I'm basing that idea on anymore. Because you look at Mr. Rogers or Sesame Street, and especially Captain Kangaroo, wow, there's such a gross vibe. I don't like these old men at all. It's not a comforting kind of, hello there, children. My name is Mr. Rogers. Won't you be my neighbor? You could be my special friend. No, I'm not your dad or your family. I'm just a creepy single man who plays with toys. Like you, Michael, huh? No, I'm nothing like Mr. Rogers. Yeah, won't you be my neighbor? It's like, that's not the thing. You don't request people. Or was that pre-programming? Won't you be my friend? That was even something that in the world I come from, you don't just friend request. Hey, you want to be friends? Oh, you didn't keep track of how many friends you have. I have 900 friends. Oh, good for you. You're very popular. Nobody has 900 friends. There's 900 possible people I can ask for money. That's what Facebook is. Yeah. It's 900 people I've ever known in some way. Ever in my whole life. That's what 900 is. From the summer camp kid you met one summer in 1978 to the people I used to work with in 2010. Oh, I'm so popular. I got 900 friends. I don't know what to say. Oh, God, hey, get your mana do, daga, we do ka wishing. Great spirit, la da 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 da. Grieving Turtle says, Dancing Bear might have had a thing for Mr. Green Jeans, eh? Yeah, Mr. Green Jeans. I don't know. I mean, it just suffers from me looking at it through adult eyes now and an awareness of what Hollywood is and what truly evil thing, like remember in the 80s when we first heard about child TV stars who grow up and have terrible lives and go to jail and have drug problems and everyone's shocked. They go, what? You're telling me Willis from Different Strokes did drugs? No way. We were shocked because we thought they were those characters. But now, this point at anybody, from Britney Spears to Miley Cyrus to whoever. If you're a child star, you're going to grow up and it's not going to be good. You wouldn't wish that on any child. And so you see like this children's programming now, and it's also gross. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't trust it. I assume there's wicked people in the back, not the guys who are actually... Well, actually, didn't you hear... Wasn't Tickle Me Elmo in a lot of trouble for gross stuff? The actor who played him? Is that what you call him? I don't even know his name, but Tickle Me Elmo, the human being, got into trouble like twice for something to do with children. And you're like, okay. Sometimes, it's the thing you think you're being unfair is, like the obvious thing. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? You got a phone call. Oh, okay. Line 2? Yep, line 2. All right, caller, you're on the air. Welcome to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo. Hey, Nanaboozhoo, it's me. It's Michael Jackson. Yeah. How you doing, Michael? Welcome back to the show. What can I do for you? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call in and tell you that, sometimes it's ignorant to assume that, just because a man, wants to teach children, wants to abuse the children, he's got a child inside. He doesn't mean that he's a creep. Yeah, I know. In fact, I think it's kind of unfortunate that we don't really trust, especially men anymore. But I guess, I don't know. Lie to me once, shame on you. Or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't fool a fool. Fool me twice, whatever. it's too often for me to just to go, oh yeah, well no, most people aren't like that. Now I think most of you guys are kind of like that. No, that's ignorant. I see God in the face of every child. Yeah, you say creepy stuff like that. That's not true. No, I think it. Okay. Anyway. Hey, let me ask you something. Yeah, anything. What would you like to know? Which do you think is more controversial? Having Adolf Hitler call in or having you call in? Oh, that's a good question. I think for some people, it's actually, you're kind of playing with fire. Yeah, huh? I would say it's actually more. People are wondering where I'm going to go with this into darker places if it's you than even Adolf Hitler himself. No, that's ignorant. Why? I'm just a performer. I never had a childhood. Yeah, you never had you had a childhood. What, you think everybody gets to sing and dance and tour the world with their brothers? Yeah, I understand your dad was a weirdo. But anyway, so what can I do for you? Why did you call in? Oh, I just wanted to call and say Boozhoo. Yeah. Oh, and the way went, the truth. Yeah? What is the truth, Michael Jackson? Truth is, let me see if I can do this. The truth is, I am the Count. Oh, wow, Michael Jackson, you're actually the Count from Sesame Street? Yes, I am the Count. Hee, that's right. Okay, that's a stupid bit. Okay. Listen, Michael, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna mahjong. We're running out of time here. All right. Well, hey, I just want to say, miigwet space and Dawiag. Thank you for listening. Gigawa min minawa. Yeah, okay. Gigawa min minawa, Michael. It's weird. Which has more negative connotations when you when you set up to parody Michael Jackson or Adolf Hitler? And of course, I'm not going to do any of the dumb, obvious jokes that would get me taken down. Okay. The Friendly Giant was totally cool, especially the little cat that drummed. The little cat that drummed, yeah. But you know what I didn't like about Mr. Rogers' puppets? None of their mouths moved. And he wasn't a very good actor. And that's, the guys who acted the Muppets, like Jim Henson and Frank Oz, and those guys were really good. They could do voices and they could act and they were, comedic. Fred Rogers didn't have any, he was just like your creepy uncle. He was kind of like Joe Biden. You're just you don't trust him. And you don't want to be the guy to call it out and go, hey, you know what? Let's not let the kids near Joe, okay? And they're like, what? Why? Like, do I have to say it out loud? Are you going to stand there and pretend you haven't seen the YouTube videos? I'm just saying, when the girls come to visit the White House, we're gonna just steer clear. Warn the kids. You don't have to give them details. And for crying out loud, do not leave them alone with the President of the United States. I can't prove anything. I'm not making allegations. But for me, I would feel safer if we just didn't. You got to watch out for the kids, huh, sweetie? That's right. All right. You want to come up here and say hello to the Boozhoo crew? Yeah, sure. All right. Well, folks, I think it's time for me to teleport away to the... I'm going to go up to the top of the firmament. Sweetie, can you set the coordinates to stand on top of the firmament? I'm still not going to be able to see how far up I am. I have no idea. But maybe I can eyeball it, and I'll look down just directly above right on top of the firmament, right on the... But then you'll be in water. Oh, yeah. Okay, can you just teleport me outside? Okay, sure. All right. Well, I will see you again tomorrow. Miigwech bizendawi. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll see you again. Oh, and then Natasha's coming up. And all right, take it away, sweetie. All right, teleporting in 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, I'm going to come over in just a second here. I'm 4 feet away. But I don't think I'm going to just, walk over there because, well, I got to put on my headset. Where is my headset? Oh, it's way over there. Okay, hold on a second, you guys. Just get my headset. Oh, go ahead. You know what? I could really use a drink of water. Hey, sweetie. Oh, wait, he's outside. Oh, here's some cold coffee. Oh, that's really gross. Okay, I'm coming. I'm gonna... Hey, you know what I think I'll do? Just because, who cares? And whatever, I'm going to teleport myself. Because I think if I was somebody's kid who's, maybe 4 or 5, who's watching this and doesn't understand, this could be kind of fun. So, all right. I'm going to teleport myself like the TV show Star Trek, The Next Generation, or Star Trek, the original, or whatever. And I'll burp. And now I'm going to teleport because it's so much more convenient than walking. 3, 2, 1, teleporting. Did that work? No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. 3, 2, 1, teleporting. Hey, I'm way over out of frame. Boozhoo! Sorry about that, you guys. If we had played the song in between segments, it would probably be smoother. Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. Just wanted to stop in. Natasha and addition a cause to any new viewers today. We're starting a little later than usual. Yeah, so my name is Natasha. And, just wanted to say hello to Grieving Turtle, Boozhoo, my girl. And, oh, your pictures are so lovely. Way younger than I thought. Did you picture Grieving Turtle being like, I don't know, 60 or something? Yeah, I totally, when I saw a picture of her, I was like, oh man, she's way younger than I thought. It totally changes the way. Yeah, So, good on you, Grieving. Grieving's not nearly as old as you suspect. And Papa Wagosh, I suspect he's way older than we think. And Brandy Marie is here. How you doing, Brandy? Papa Wagosh says, difference between a whiff and a practice swing is that nobody curses after a practice swing. That's right. Oh, Gitchi Manitou. Taka we tuka wishin. Great Spirit, please help me. Help me to see the truth. Jikaindaman, Tabwewin, to know the truth. You can't handle the truth. It's not a spinning ball. They lied to you. Nobody went to the moon. You can't trust NASA. That's just the truth. but you might need help to see it. I know I did. I was thinking about this morning, you know. At the same time, I spent my whole, I guess, adult life until about 3 years ago seeking some kind of relief, some kind of break from my own head. Just, you know, I operated. You never would have guessed in a million years. I looked confident. I was always giggling and laughing. You know, I seemed to have a lot of, you know, good things in my life. I seemed very fortunate. But I operated on anxiety and depression and acting, you know. But I would seek out every method to some wisdom of how to be happy. Ultimately, it was just how to not be so miserable. I didn't care about the truth of who created the universe, which I later found out. You know who created the universe? Science fiction writers. There is no universe. It's just the earth and the dome and water. But I couldn't. I was miserable, and you know, I wanted to learn about Buddhism. Wanted to learn about, you know, the law of attraction. I was going to learn about every, you know, Tony Robbins, anything. You know, I almost became a Scientologist. Nah, not kidding. Or I'm totally kidding. But it wasn't until I just, in the depths of my grief over my kitty dying, I just gave up. I was like, okay, fine. Get your manado. To God we do wishing. Please help me. And at the same time, I was like, yeah, okay, you know what will help you? Check out this YouTube video. It might help you if you start believing that I exist again. And here's some good evidence that I might exist. Look. Satan's real. And you go, what? If Satan's real, that means you're real. That means heaven's real. Oh, that means I can, what? And I got on a new path. It was so crazy, and then everything changed. And now it's like, I totally got out of a rut that was, I don't know, 30 years long. You know? It's insane. So I'm just really grateful. That's, you know, miigwetchi wendem. Ni miigwetchi wendem. I'm grateful that I found the power of going, please help me. You know? Don't be too proud. You know, get some serenity. Okay, everything's A-okay. On my way to where the air is no. I can't do that. That note's too high. So yeah. Well, let's see. So it's Saturday. It's April 10th. I think this would be another anniversary of Prince starting his journey. There's so much conspiracy behind his death too. Do you know he was wearing his clothes backwards? They found him in an elevator by himself, but like his shirt was on backwards. You go, what? How? Why? Why does that not set off some alarms? Like, well, was he murdered? Did somebody dress him? Even says, howdy, Dwayne. Michael is our Boozhoo new chief. You hear that? You're the new Ogama. Oshki Ogama. He's the new chief. Meet the new boss. Same. No, actually, I think Jess Guns is the boss of the Boozhoo crew. I don't know if we have a boss. There's not much of a hierarchy around here. Okay, la la la, A-okay. friends with Chad anymore. Why is that? Because he doesn't like the Breakfast Club. Yeah, that's right. Stupid friend says, oh, Breakfast Club is dumb. I was never into that movie. And I go, what? Are you out of your mind? And then I realized he's like 5, 6 years younger than me. And so he doesn't appreciate 1985. Like, he was just a 6th grader. He was like, shut up. If you don't like the Breakfast Club because you don't understand, man. They were laying down the GOFUNDME on the Breakfast Club. That was the truth. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Won't you come see about me? We gotta go. It's time to Mahjong. We'll be back tomorrow for the live stream. Nanaboozhoo, na. Me, Gwetch, missing doughy egg. Thank you for listening. Me, Gwetch, gonna wabi egg. Thank you for watching. Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture at last. I will see you again. Giga Wabamin, Minawa, yeah. Miigwetch Galawabi egg. Thank you for watching. And, I'll see you again. I'm Natasha. That was Nanaboozhoo. This is Michael Lyons. And thank you so much, Miigwetch. And live stream. La la la. Hoka. Hey.